Alright guys, this is going to be the model review on the United Express CRJ 700 ER, which means extended range, I think. Registration November 730 Sierra Kilo. This plane is a regional type plane. My bad. Which basically means this plane only goes like 2,000 miles, I think, max. I'm not really quite too sure on that. I didn't do my research on this plane though. Now, this plane in real life is actually a pretty good sized plane up close. Now when it's in the air, it's pretty small, and compared to some of the other planes, it's pretty small. In fact, I'll get a comparison, which is kind of a unique. Well, all right, I gotta put my phone down so I can get that plane off. There. Now, I'm going to compare it with the McDonnell Douglas MD90, which is almost the same thing as the MD88. As you can see, the MD90 is obviously a lot bigger, and it's a lot fatter too, or a lot more wide. The engines are a lot smaller on the CRJ though.